term kufr is an Arabic term from the root kfr, which can be defined as disbelief or denial, whereas kafir can be defined as an unbeliever. The root bears meaning that range from concealing, ingratitudeness, and godliness. The root appears frequently in the Quran, reaching almost 500 times. Kufr can be defined as to conceal something, to cover up, kafara, to disown, or to humiliate. It can also be defined as to reject, to disobey, or to deny.
Type is kufur al-irad, disbelief due to avoidance. This applies to those who turn away and avoid the truth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "And who is more unjust than he who is reminded of his Lord's sign but then turns away from them." The 10th is kufur al-istibal, disbelief because of trying to substitute Allah's law. This could take the form of first, rejection of Allah's law, the Sharia law, without denying it. Second, denial of Allah's law and therefore rejecting it. Or the third one, substituting Allah's law with man-made laws. And as for kufur al-asghar, which does not expel one from the religion, there are 6 types of it. The first one, kufur of blessing. This is by denying the bounties of Allah and not being thankful to Him for the numerous bounties He has given us. Second, kufur of brotherhood. Third, kufur of family relationship. Fourth, kufur of slandering in kinship. Fifth, kufur of mourning over the dead. And the sixth, kufur of denial of father's lineage.
So I'll be explaining about the first 6 of the rules of takfir. First of all, general laws regarding kufur do not always lead to the conviction of the person who is accused of committing kufur. The acts that are deemed that acts of kufur may be dismissed and charge may be dropped, depending on the characteristics of the individuals who has been accused. So next, the fulfillment of the promise and the postponement of the judgment. So the second rule, these people believe that those who believe in God's message and obey His teachings will be rewarded in the world, and those who commit minor kufr, their fate will be in the hand of the God on the judgment day. Third rule of takfir is accepting kufr is kufur. Muslims who refrain themselves from taking action when someone did something related to kufur, they themselves commit kufur. So like when someone do it and you didn't admit or actually find it a sin, is also a kufur. Next, the fourth rules of takfir is apparent behavior of a person can be used as an indicator of either kufur or iman. Whatever appears to be a kufur is indeed kufur. Whatever appears to be iman is indeed iman. Fifth act or rules of takfir is an act of disbelief or mere words expressing lack of faith are sufficient to render the person a kafir unless he is compelled to commit such statement, which is open their hearts to believe. Disbelief means that those who commit kufur other than by compulsion are deemed kufar. So the sixth is the minor act of kufar. If people consider a deed as an act of kufur, the kufur is not valid unless the law clearly defines it is a deed. So committing a minor kufur does not make a person an unbeliever, because the act committed is a minor disobedience rather than a disbelief or lack of iman.
So the 7th rules of takfir is permitting religious prohibitions or prohibiting things. It means it is against God's teaching to permit what God has prohibited or vice versa. Taking their price to be their lords to mean that they obeyed rules established by their price, even though their rules were contrary to God's command. The 8th, when a person converts to Islam, It will be unlawful to expel that person from the sphere of Islam unless he commits an obvious act of kufr that is not subject to interpretations. It requires proof and evidence of kufr before issuing a declaration of takfir. These injunctions prohibited people from declaring takfir based on mere assumptions that are accurate. The ninth, status of the person at the time of death. If the person's status were that of iman or believer, he will be destined for heaven. And if his status were that of kufr, which is kafir, he will destined to hellfire. The 10 is declaring a fellow Muslim. A kafir is in itself. A Muslim may declare another Muslim a kafir, but only in two instances. First one is for denying the truth of God's word. Second is for mocking God. The last one, failing to declare a person who has committed an act of kufr, a kafir is in and of itself an act of kufr, adopting the kufr of a person who has committed an act of kufr. And anyone who has any doubt about whether such person is believed and punishment is also unbelievable. Next, how to prevent kufr. Firstly is accompanying scholars. And if we accompany with scholars, alim ulama, so we can share about us about hadith, the truth hadith. So we can increase our knowledge about Islam more and more. Okay, so the second one is approaching to God. We ourselves have to remember Allah always with make a zikrullah, so that recite Al-Quran. So in this way we can always remember Allah and will prevent ourselves towards kufr. And the last one is learning more about Islam or explore more about Islam. So as example, as a child for Islam, debate of Islam, this kind of things. So when we have great knowledge about Islam,